Namaste, my lovely pigeons, and welcome to our Monday flow together. Thank you so much for joining me. Today we are going to be stretching out in all directions, like a firework or a starfish, or however you want to think of it. I want us to feel like we're taking up room on purpose. So, no clenching or crunching or feeling squished in terms of our energy. Let's power out. So it's going to be a medium strength flow with lots of spaciousness and a couple of twists. So if you are dealing with anything at the moment, just as always, be really kind to yourselves. You can always make the movement smaller, or if you're in doubt, just take some rest. It's all yoga. Okay, so we're going to get started at the front of the mat. So this one's a really good antidote if you've been sort of cramped up in bed or a bit cramped up at the desk. So let's start by really wriggling the toes. Maybe just peeling each heel off the ground, feeling a sense of the feet. Maybe rotating the ankles gently. And then really setting ourselves up spaciously from the start in the base of the feet. Feeling a sense of your hips distance apart. Rising your spine. Lifting that crown. Let's dangle the arms, so maybe a little shake out at the wrists. So breathing in and out like this, we might take 1 or 2 breaths from the mouth. Let's get a little bit louder on the second one. Okay. And then let's find stillness. So it's a different type of stillness when we've had a little release. Taking left hand to the chest, right hand to the belly. Connect to the breath in those 2 places, and here already get a sense of taking up more space with your breath. Take another deep breath in and out. And then start to bring your arms up. And then just the hands drifting towards the shoulders so the elbows are quite nice and heavy. Let's stir circles together with the elbows. Up and open. Down. You might bend the knees a little on the way around. And just take 2 more big circles of the shoulders. When you're ready, just start to come forwards, this time 1 at a time. So maybe the left elbow first, then the right. So you're kind of front crawling the space around the flanks, the lats, and of course those tight shoulder blades. Head is nice and soft. Bring your breath in and center. Start to raise the arms. Lift them into the air. Sorry, I'm a little cut off here. We're going to grab 2 bowls of soup on the fingertips. As we exhale, bring those soup bowls back to your shoulders. Elbows squeeze either side of your ribs. And then back into the air. Inhale, elbows back to the ribs. Try and lift the front of your body. Exhale, fingertips back into the air. We're going to do 2 more. In and out. This time in and out, staying with the arms in the air, so you're really lengthening. The next breath in, coming onto tiptoes. Feel a sense of your feet really using that energy across the toes, breathing deeply. And then just letting your arms open as you land your heels. Keep your arms around the height of your shoulders, so we're a T shape. Let's start to pick up your left foot, step it back into your warrior two. So your right foot pretty much stays as it is. Toes point forwards. You can always adjust the feet so that the knee is really aligned on top of the ankle. Let's go with wide space in the chest. So we're going to go with 2 combs. Comb the sides of the head, behind the head, and then exhale, press the palms away. Feel that there's strength in the legs. You're getting to feel your hips stretch as we comb the hair, then take it out. Just one more time. Let's flip up that front palm. Inhale, find your reverse warrior, breathing in. Breathing out, let that come down. We're going to switch that with your left arm coming forwards as we hop to a parallel back foot. Finding a twist on lunge, strengthen, starting to tip down. Left hand finds the ground, rising the right arm. And then back up, strengthen the legs. We're retracing that same path, open back up, left heel comes down, reverse your warrior. Exhale, coming forwards. This time we're twisting on lunge as we did before. You can take the exact same position, or you might lengthen, wrap around further to the outer edge of that right thigh. Palms together on your Parivrita, your flipped twist. Breathing in, start to bring your hands down. Breathing out, start to walk yourself around to your left. Good. Surfing. So we're going to take our Prasarita, our forwards fold on wide hips, both set of toes pointing out towards the left of your mat. Let the head come down a little bit, or stay on a half lift here, depending on how those knees and hips are feeling. Try and keep length in your back. We're breathing for 3, 2, and 1. As you come up, gently start to spin your feet turned out, heels turned in. So you've got this wide frog space. As you keep the knees bending, you'll feel your hips stretch. Let's see if we can take those forearms just inside the thighs. So you've got this feeling of balance, as if you're able to sway there. But we might be staying still in the center. Try not to force the hips back. Keep length in the neck. Find more strength in the legs so we can climb up, one hand on top of each thigh. Keep reaching through the center of the body. And then we're just going to twist the chest towards the front of your mat, letting your left shoulder come down. Center. And then twist towards the back of the mat. Right shoulder comes down. Inhale, center. Let's repeat. Keep tall, centered on the hips. Exhale, come to the side. Inhale, center. And twist to the back of your mat. Inhale, center. Open arms, rise all the way up to stand. And then exhale, just take those hands back down. Inhale, come all the way up to stand. Exhale, we're rebending the knees and we're trying to track them over the toes. So try not to let the knees come in. Inhale, open. And exhale, down. This time as you come all the way up with the arms, bring the hands together. Prayer position, gently drifting to the chest. Good. So keep the knees bent so we can just change the weight. Take yourself towards the front of the mat. Feet underneath the hips. Inhale to lift the arms. Come to tiptoes, spread the toes. Let's open up to that T shape as we land the heels down, nice level arms with shoulders. Lifting your right hip, right foot, step it back, find your warrior two. Left toes point forward, right toes out to the side, and making sure your knee doesn't drag in or cross the line of your ankle. So we want to be behind the ankle or right on top. Let's go with that grease. Taking two combs, comb the hair, cross over and press out through the palms. Again, in and out. One more time, in and out. Strong legs. Let's flip the left palm, reach out of your left hip, reverse your warrior. Exhale, windmill forwards. This time your back arm comes forwards as we hop to a parallel back foot, changing into your twist on lunge. Feel that squeeze together of the quads, the lifting and lengthening of the spine as we gently see if we can tip down, landing the right hand to the ground lightly. Let's reverse it. Inhale up. Windmill and open out to your warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Lift the ribs. Exhale, we're coming back. Parallel back foot twist on lunge. Option to come back down to the ground, simple twist, or lengthen your right elbow outside that left thigh, palms together. Shifting your prayer position towards the center of the chest. Strengthening the legs. Breathing in, start to release. Come all the way over to your right side on wide legs. Good, so where you are here, we're just going to start to take your heels in, feet turned out. So if you need to swap which side you are on your mat to see me, that's fine too. And we're going to do as before, come up, feel the alignment, knees tracking with toes, and come up to straight away to that stack in goddess pose. So your back is kind of against a wall. It's a feeling of core muscles engaged. Good, so this one's a bit of a coordination exercise, so don't worry if you lose me, we'll try and keep it together. So we're going to look towards the front of your mat, and we're going to take your left hand forwards, your right hand back on lunge. Inhale, come back to your goddess squat and just open the wrist, then fingers out. So we're going to do the opposite. We're going to turn towards the back of your mat. Right hand forwards, left hand back, and then open. So opposite arm to leg. So we're going into both hips parallel, both feet parallel, and then open to your squat. So really look after your knees here, make it smaller if you need. Right hand forward, left hand back, and open. Let's do that again. And open. Right arm forwards, and open. Left arm, open. Right arm, open. Left arm, right leg, open. Right arm, left leg, open. Left arm, open, last one. Right arm, and open. Good, let's align the feet with the edges of the mat. Find a deep breath to just sculpt the hands behind you, open the chest, exhale to fold. You can always bend your knees or release the hands a little early. Give yourself another deep breath. Let's release the hands to the ground. Face the front of the mat. And find your weight to your belly, all the way down. Give your hips a little shift side to side. Inhaling, let's find Savasana. Arms, legs, chest, rise. Take a moment to make sure the neck feels long and free, so the eyes might be down. And you might interlace your fingers here, choosing maybe to change which thumb is at the front. Breathe in, breathe out to release. Hands under the shoulders, lifting chest up, back over tucked toes, lengthen your spine. Breathe in, come to tabletop. Find a cat-cow here, belly down. And then rounding. So we'll move into that cow pose, stretch the belly skin. Exhale, every muscle presses up against the spine, we drop the head. 2 more. Breathe in, nice level spine. Energize the hands. Start to lift the knees up and back to your down dog. You can wriggle the heels, stretching out. Take another deep breath or 2. And when you're ready, we're either bringing the knees down to cross the feet under you or jumping through to cross legs, whatever feels right. Let's shimmy into the middle of the mat and take your feet a little bit wide. Good, so we might peel out the glutes here. I want you to flex the toes towards the ceiling, sit tall in your back. And we're just going to bring our breath in, lift the arms, and look towards your left foot. So the whole chest turns towards that left foot. We're just going to let the hands be heavy, come to the shoulders, and then sort of stroke the air either side of that left leg. So you're feeling that diagonal space. Bring it back up. Turn towards your right foot. Exhale, shoulders, hips, and then just stroke the air down to your right foot. And up. Let's do that one more time. Stroke the air to that left foot and up. And then to your right foot. And up. Exhaling, start to bring the arms open. Pick up the knees. And let's bring the ankles together to open into Baddha Konasana. Fold. Soles of the feet together. Maybe hands to the ankles. Shins sitting tall. Or both hands to both feet. Let's take 3 more breaths. Kind of wriggle your hips a little bit side to side, lengthen again and drop back in. Feel a bit more weight on the head. Almost pressing the soles of the feet together. Breathing in, let's start to lift the chest. Bring the knees up and set the feet gently apart, rolling back slowly, slowly to your half bridge. So your feet are at hips distance apart, your toes are spread, every part of the foot is being used. The knees are still in line with your hip bones, not drifting out or in, and we're wrapping our glutes under those hip bones as we lift our chest, our midline. exhale, start to relax your pelvis down. Inhale, start to bring the knees up towards your chest. Take a little circle across the kneecaps, massaging that lower back. Let's take the knees the other way. Circle and massage. You're going to open up the arms out to your sides. Really open up the space, wriggle the fingertips, and let both knees travel over to your left in supine twist. So that you're out flat on the floor, your knees are over to your left, and if it suits you, you're going to actually kick both feet out to your left. So if you're not sure, just come and have a look. You just want a sense of that sciatic area, the outer glute, all the way down to the right heel. Breathing in and breathing out. Bring the knees gently in to bend towards the chest and squeezing in center. Exhale, let both knees travel over to your right. If there's room for it and if it feels good, you can stretch those legs out and over to your right along the ground, feeling a sense of those sciatics, the outer edge of the left thigh. If like me, you're a little limited on space, your knees can just stay bent. Again, let's bend the knees, bring ourselves gently to center on our backs, send the arms and legs into the air. So today, take a little rotation of ankles and wrists, wriggle the fingers and toes, and then we're just going to let those arms and legs stay in the air. Not for too long, just 3 breaths. I want you to actually imagine you can feel that circulation changing, that sort of draining of the feet and hands. Let's breathe in and breathe out to relax the elbows, the knees, find gravity all the way out to Savasana. You could empty a breath, set the eyes gently closed. Let's take these few moments together just to rest and feel floated, supported on the ground. So very, very gently, let's start to come back to our awareness. Almost searching out some small observations or sensations to notice. The tingle of the muscles, the feeling of your heartbeat. Let's grow our breath a bit deeper and fuller. Each breath out, let's feel a sense of release if we can. So we breathe in some spaciousness. And we really let that breath out find a little release. decompression. One more time, breathing in and out. Wriggling the fingers and the toes. Bundling up the knees. Taking a little rock to your left side. And let's gently make our way up to cross legs. So let's really kind of almost really ground each sit bone into the mat so we get this really nice sensation of weight there. Equally as we rise through the spine, palms together. One breath into that heart space, thumbs at the chest. And one breath into that third eye space, thumbs at the in-between of the eyebrows. Relax the hands to the chest, take a bow to yourselves. Namaste. If you haven't already, let's open the eyes up, take in the light or the night, depending on where you're at in your day. And if you can, just spend a couple of extra moments creating this soft bridge, knowing that we have that peaceful part at our center to take into the rest of our day. Thank you so much, as always, for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Namaste. Thank you.